In today's video, I'm going to share with you how I'm able to create $3,000 a month in passive income with eBooks. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Sharlrita Deloatch, and on this channel, I talk about how to turn your skills into cash by providing passive income tips for writers, publishers, creators, as well as service providers. Make sure you go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, also hit that notification bell so when I upload a new video, you're going to be the first to know. Okay, let's get into it. So, first things first, we're going to talk about passive income. Okay, we're going to talk about the myths, but before I get into that, I want to talk about the great things about passive income. Passive income can be a great financial tool, a great financial tool. And for myself, it has been a game changer for my business. If you're new to me, you haven't heard my story before, I come from the publishing industry, as you can see based on my channel. Back in 2016, I started my publishing company, BWE Publishing and Consulting. I ran that publishing company into October of 2023. I was been able to create amazing income running a six-figure publishing company. All right, but sometimes great things come to an end, and that's okay. So in October of 2023, I decided that I really wanted to focus more on passive income. I didn't want to continue to work with individuals or clients on a one-on-one basis. I'm gonna be honest, it was very draining. It was a lot, and it was a lot sometimes financially because as a publisher, when you're publishing books, you're paying out money for a whole lot of things. You got a team, a lot of things that just come with business, not just in publishing. So you have to know, how far you want to go with it. So in October 2023, I decided, you know what, let me focus really on passive income. But what I did know in my mindset, I knew it was going to take time. And I knew number two was that it was going to be a drop in my income initially. But I knew that if I work at the passive income, and that means that takes you focusing on what you need to do to bring the income for passive income, and that also means that that it's going to be active in the beginning, okay, before it ever really becomes passive. The mindset shift had to happen. Okay, so before anything, even before you partake in this video and learn the things that I'm going to teach you today, you gotta have the mindset shift. Like, it has to, in the beginning, you have to know that it's going to take work, it's going to take time, but at the end of the day, I have no doubt that it's going to work out. You have no doubt. You have the belief, and once you have the belief and you match it up with your work ethic, the it's endless. It's possible and what you can do. So I already knew where I wanted to go and how I wanted to align my business with my life. And you hear me talk a lot about that on this channel, and how I desire to have a business that is operated around my lifestyle, not my lifestyle around my business. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm very active in my family. I'm very active in my home with my kids. I have kids in different ages. I got one that's getting ready to come out of high school. We have three grown adults. Let me say, not just me and my husband. We have seven kids total that range in different ages. So we have three that are grown. One is in college. She's out right now. We got one is getting ready to come out of high school. We have three other ones that we have to cater and give attention to. Two are in middle school. One is in elementary school. So we have a wide variety of children. So you got to understand, the vision is that, yes, we want to create a business around our lifestyle. Plus, I'm looking at the OG. I'm looking at my husband, who thrives in passive income in the cryptocurrency realm. So I know what it's like to watch him set his business around his life, where he's like, I work these set of days and that's it. he makes money every single day. So I had that opportunity firsthand to see that. And I said, you know what? I want that for my own business. So I wanted to create that. But I'm going to go over some misconceptions that could definitely lead to big disappointment that I know that happens every single day. Okay. Number one, the myth number one, that this business, when it comes to setting up passive income, even if it's an ebook, it's a set it and forget it. That's a myth. Passive income streams require upfront work to set up and ongoing maintenance. You might need to update content. You might need to manage things. You might need to change up, the platform that you are setting up your ebook. It's not set it and forget it. Okay. That's the first myth. The second myth is that effortless earnings. It's not effortless. Any building of any stream of income, any passive income, any active income takes effort. You're going to need to do your research. You're going to need to learn new skills if you don't already. And you're going to have to invest in money up front. You have to. It's no way around it. I don't care what people say on YouTube sometimes. No, you can't do none of this for free. If you don't know how to market, you're going to have to learn. So that means you may need to pay somebody like me to be a part of my coaching program to learn how to market. So you have to invest the time, the energy, and the money, all three. Okay. Number three, get rich quick. You are not going to get rich quick. Okay. As you can see, $3,000 is, to me, it's pretty good money passive. The way the economy is it always a lot? Now I make more money than that, but it's not always a lot. So it's not get rich quick. But I heard this quote years ago, and I think it was Amy Porterfield that said this, and she quoted someone else. But it's not about get rich quick. It's about getting better over time. It's about getting richer over time. So that's my approach with it. So this is not a get rich quick. Passive income and about building wealth over time is not overnight. It is you have to be realistic in your expectations. I don't care what no one says about they made $40,000 in 3 months and 8 months. You got to look at the whole thing. You got to look at the facts because sometimes some people, like with me, you may look at my video and say, you know, am I going to encourage you that you can do it? Yes, you can do it. Will it happen? Will it happen? Mine didn't happen fast. So I'm not going to sell you that this happened fast. Yes, I had an audience. Okay. So I had a publishing company for years. I built a name for myself. I built a audience. Now, in between me shifting over to passive income, some of my audience dropped. And that's, to be honest, because some are not interested in that. They wanted the publishing services. Okay, so there's the difference between someone wanting publishing services based, and then I'm switching over to passive income. So I had an audience. However, as a beginner, will you make this out of it? No, because you got to have an audience. Okay, you really have to have an audience, and that's something that I don't think a lot of people preach here on YouTube. You have to have a audience. Like that should be like the first step, is building a audience, building a community. You need community, because your business is not going to be able to survive, or you're not going to be able to sell what you want to sell, whether it's an ebook, it's a guide, it doesn't matter if you don't have an audience. Can you simultaneously build both at the same time? You can, but it's not going to be how you want it. Okay, because you're trying to build an audience, and building an audience takes time. That means building that audience means you're going to be giving away a lot of things for free. You're going to be giving a lot of value away. It's about value, 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 value. People getting to know who you are, but it's not in the beginning. You got to build it. How long should you build the audience? It is not really a time span, but you can give yourself, you can say, you can put those measurements in place and say, hey, I'm going to give myself 90 days to be consistent in building a audience on YouTube. So be very specific about who you're building the audience around and where you're going to build that audience. Okay. So you can give yourself that time. Leverage these social media platforms like it's nobody's business. We have these platforms for free. Okay. You can literally create your own media company for free on YouTube. So you figure out where you want to leverage. Don't try to leverage all these different type of platforms at the same time. I have tried that, been there, done that, wrote the book about it. It's exhausting. Find your place. YouTube is my home. That's my core. This is my core platform where my content goes first. As my content goes here first, then I have different ways that I can disperse this video into different places. But that's another video for another day. Okay. But get rich quick. We don't subscribe to that. We get rich over time. Okay. So before I go into the next section of this video, I would love for you to join my Substack. Now, what is Substack? Substack is a platform you can make money on it, but this is a platform I have built where I am sharing my goal of writing a book every single month. Okay. Now, for me, it's kind of quote unquote two, but I'm giving myself at least one book a month for 12 months. I am on this mission to make six figures just from my books. Okay. Just like I'm sharing with you, about eBooks and things like that. This is what my mission is. Okay. And I'm putting that mission into motion, and with that mission, I want to bring you along with me. $5 a month, or you can pay for the year for $60. Subscribe, and you get access to every day. I'm sending an update. Okay, I'm sending an update every day about what I'm doing, giving you some tips, some strategies, giving you inside of what my covers look like. So it's like you're my home girl, you're my home guy. So we're in this together. If you're writing a book, this is a great place to join, to not only just learn, but you get to really see behind the scenes. So I'm sharing that with you for $5 a month. The link is in my description. Okay. So here's what I want to break down for you here, the meat and potatoes of this video. Now that we got through the myths, we talked about the mindset, I'm going to show you how to choose the right niche for your ebooks, how to create engaging content and market effectively to generate passive income. So we're going to talk about these three things. Let's talk about the first thing we're going to talk about is the niching. Okay. Now, how do you niche? You got to align your passion with your profit. That means they need to marry each other. We all have different passions with different things, but I want you to brainstorm topics that you are knowledgeable about and passionate. Okay. So you have a passion about this thing, you are knowledgeable about this thing. That means you either gone through it, someone that has gone through it, and so you have this knowledge and passion about it. Then once you get your knowledge and your passion, we got to align it with profit, right? So we got to make sure, when I say profit, you got to make sure that people are actively searching for this particular topic. Okay. So I use a tool called BookBeam. Okay. BookBeam is a fantastic tool. You can do so much with it. Not only can you do research, you can get your keywords to help you with your titles, all those things on BookBeam. Okay. So I have a special code down in the bottom where you can get a discount off of the first month, or if you want to pay for the year, right in the description. So I use BookBeam. So use tools. You can use Google Trends. There's some other tools out there. KDP, Amazon KDP is I think it's Amazon KDP Rocket, something like that. You find a tool that you can use. I'm recommending BookBeam, that you can use to help you to take your passion. So you input in your passion, and we're going to see with that passion if I can make money from that passion. Okay. So if you have a passion for dogs, okay, great. Did you have a passion for dogs? Maybe you groom dogs and those type of things. Okay, great. Let's see, are people searching for this topic? Like on Amazon, are people searching for it? Okay, and that's where the profit comes in at. Okay. I want you to target a sub niche as well. So instead of just talking about dogs, and here's a great example I want to give, talk about it on a deeper level. So for example, you can talk about, instead of, maybe you talk about fitness, right? You're a fitness guru, so you know how to help people lose weight and all that good things. That's great. Now, you can niche that down a little bit more and say, okay, I can talk about yoga, or I can write about yoga for beginners over 50. You see how niche that is? So it's not just fitness, but now I'm really targeting. First of all, I'm talking about yoga. Second of all, I'm talking about the beginner. Okay, so this is the beginner person. This is a person that doesn't know anything about yoga. However, and another thing, they're over 50. Okay. So somebody like me who's not over 50, I could possibly be in your audience, but you're not talking to me directly. You're really talking to the person that's over 50. Okay. So just know that when you're building your audience, or when you are, niching down that far, people tend to think, well, I'm leaving people out. Not necessarily. What you're doing is you're allowing themselves to count themselves in. So, like I just did, even though I know nothing about yoga, if I wanted to learn about yoga and I wanted to read your book and you were talking about yoga and I'm a beginner, I'm still a beginner. Even though I'm not over 50, I may possibly still buy the book. So I may possibly still be in your audience, but you're not talking to directly to me, which that's where that target person comes in. That some people say target person, because there's a difference between having a target person versus a target audience. So I'm in your audience, I'm in your target audience because I know nothing about yoga. I'm a beginner, but I'm not over 50. All right. But your target person, she is over 50. So you're talking to her. So that means all of your content is going to talk to her. But I may say, hey, I'm gonna raise my hand on that one. I think I can join you too. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just a part of your audience. So think about targeting sub niches. Okay, sub niches when it comes to your ebooks as well. All right. Another thing is you want to solve problems and offer value. Okay. Identify the pain points. So the person that is a beginner yoga, they don't know anything about yoga. What are some of the problems that they have? What are some of the common questions that they have? Your ebook should solve or offer solutions and give valuable information that they can't find anywhere else. Okay, so solve problems, offer value. Okay, solve problems, offer value. Okay, so let me introduce you guys to my second book in my Power Publishing Secrets book series, the Email Marketing Blueprint. I'm actually having a live workshop, and I would love to send you a free copy of my book, right? Signed copy of my book right to your mailbox. So when you sign up for the workshop, which is happening on May 16th at the time of this recording at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you're going to get a free copy of my book. Yep, a free copy to your mailbox. So go on and register for the workshop. You're going to love it. We're talking about all about email marketing for authors. I'm going to share with you some of my tips, my strategies that I use like clockwork to help me to bring people into my email list, into my ecosystem, and to allow me to continue to sell more books. Okay. Now, let's talk about crafting engaging email content. All right. So let's talk about the content. When we're talking about building out this ebook, we're going to talk about that content. So when it comes to your ebook content, first of all, you got to know your audience. I touched on this. Make sure you research your target readers' demographics, interests, your reading preferences. You got to make sure your guide is in the writing style, in the tone, in the content, and you have structure. Okay, you got to have structure to your content, and that's all about knowing your audience, knowing who you're talking to. Then you want to structure it for impact. So this is organizing your content logically. So use a clear header, use a subheaders, use bullet points. You can use visuals to break down text and enhance readability. When you're writing your ebooks, make them nice. Okay, you want to have nice looking ebooks. You don't want them to be ugly, but you want them to be structured for impact. Okay. All right. So storytelling power. All right. We're still talking about the content. Excuse me. You want to make sure this is where you can insert your story, real life examples. Not if not from you, maybe from people you work with, from clients. This is where your story can be inputted. A lot of people come to me and say, I want to write this book about my story. Excuse me, let me get some water. Okay, it's better. People say, I want to write this book about my story. That's great. However, you got to structure it so that you are solving a problem. Can you insert your story in there? You can. You can talk about the things that you have overcome that's going to allow your story is going to connect to the heart of your reader. So I'm not saying don't share your story at all. However, you don't want to be the main book or the main ebook all about your story, because nobody cares about that. What they care about is what it's going to do for them. How is it going to help them to solve a problem? Okay. And then focus on actionable steps. You want to have some actionable steps for your readers. So don't just inform them, don't just empower them, but have practical advice, exercises. You can have clear takeaways inside of your book, something for them to do after they read the book. This is why call to actions are so very important inside of your book. In the email workshop that I'm going to talk about for authors, I'm going to talk about this and why it's important to have different call to actions in your books. I believe that you need to have a passive call to action, and I need you to also have a active call to action as well. Now, let's talk about effective marketing for your ebook sales. You want to build your author platform. So this could be creating content around the topic in which you are selling your ebook or your book. Okay. So you could be on YouTube and talking about giving valuable content that helps you to establish your authority around this topic. You got to have a platform. This is what I don't teach you to just put a book on Amazon just because it's something to do. You want to build that authority around that topic. That's why in the beginning, when we're choosing what we're going to write about, you got to be passionate about it, and you have to be knowledgeable. Okay. Yes, you can learn from other people and those good things, but it makes absolutely zero sense if you don't know it or you don't have a passion about it. Because if you don't, your reader is going to really detect that. Okay. Leverage your online marketplaces. There's other places besides Amazon. You got Apple Books, you got Cabo. There's different places that you can leverage and put in your book set. So Amazon, yes, I love Amazon KDP. I think it's the criminal, the grim, what do they say? When it comes to books. However, there are other places as well. There are other leverage your other marketplaces. Don't forget to leverage your own platform. And what I mean by that is leveraging your own website. Do you have a place where people can go and buy your book besides Amazon? Okay. And of course, why wouldn't I not talk about email marketing? So build your email list. All right. Send an engaging newsletter to promote your ebook, offer freebies, offer discounts, exchange email for a different sign up for different things. There's a lot you can do. And of course, shameless plug, I'm going to go over that in the workshop. Email marketing should definitely be the top of your list as an author, especially if you're going to be like me and you're going to write more than one book. You need to have an email list. Why? Because as you're writing books and you're building your list, you will have people to sell it to outside of Amazon. Okay. Because when people opt in to be on your list, that says something. That says to me as the author, okay, you must really like me. Okay. You must really like my reading my story. So I'm gonna put you on my email. First of all, I'm giving you something. You decide to download whatever I'm giving you, and then I put you on the email list. Okay. And then I'm engaging with you, sending out an email a week or sending out different type of emails to you. So you gotta set those things up. I use ConvertKit to help me to set that up. Just shameless plug. All right. You also want to leverage paid advertisement as well. Okay. Can you do a lot of things organically? Yes. I currently, right now, do not run a whole lot of paid advertisement. Besides, outside of my books, I do leverage paid advertisement for my books. But you can run some targeted ads on social media to get you in the search engine, to get you a wider audience, and to get you in front of newer people. And I'm going to tell you, I don't have no shade against paid advertisement. I'm going to implement some paid advertisement myself in different things in my business. So I believe in it. When you have, I think you need to have both. I think that you need to have the organic still going. And while you're doing the organic things that you do every week, whether that's posting a YouTube video every week, or maybe you're posting on your social media, and then you have your advertising working along with you. Because this is the thing, when someone sees your advertising, they don't know you from a can of paint, and they click on whatever you are having them to click on, and they go to your page because it has to be connected to a human page, right? So let's just say Instagram. If you're going to have them to click on the advertisement, they're going to go naturally, they're going to go to your Instagram, whoever's running this ad, to look up other content. And if you are posting content on that platform, that's like you're dating them then, and then they're like, okay, I want to get on your email list, I love this, I want to buy your book. Then they're going to be on your email list, and when it's time to drop the next book, they are ready with their credit card because you continuing to engage. Okay, so you can use different advertisement tips. All right, so I hope that this video helped you when it comes to the strategies on making those sales with your ebooks. Whether you're writing an ebook, whether you're writing books like me, my books are really can be classified as ebooks because they're very short. You definitely want to take these strategies and make use of them. Okay, so if you reach the end of this video, put the word publishing in the bottom at the bottom of in the comments to let me know that you are ready and you're going to publish your first or next book, or you're going to use these strategies to do so, and let me know what you come up with. Okay, and I want to cordially invite you to my newsletter. It's my free newsletter I send out on every Monday through Friday at 9:25 a.m. It is my Elevate Your Digital Publishing Business. I'm sending 3 quick and valuable resources to help you to elevate your digital publishing game. Okay, and that's on period, like the kids say. All right, so I hope to see you guys in the email workshop for authors. You definitely want to be there. We're going to have a blast. I can't wait to see you there. Okay, so any questions or concerns, go ahead and put them in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.